inner work necessitates difficult experiences. That is really the point. Like, suffering or struggle is the route to meaning. It is the thing that keeps us on track to wholeness. So if we're avoiding struggle, we're actually avoiding wholeness. And not only that, we're actually violating the will of our higher self and of spirit in doing so. And even though we might feel like we're pushing away or placating a problem in the short term, we're often actually making the problem worse in doing that. So the fact that there are difficult experiences involved doesn't mean that they are bad or that they ought to be avoided. And I tend to think that this belief that if it's a struggle, then it's wrong or bad and we shouldn't really be doing it, where does that really come from? So I would always question, yes, be cautious, but most of all, take responsibility for your own mind. Have they truly assimilated the cautions in turn from Jung, from Marie-Louise from France, from Michael Sarin, if they're aware of his work? Have they taken caution as to the opposite? So always use your own discernment and try and understand the motivation of where it's coming from. And that in itself may give some really valuable insight into the current structure of our society, the Mitwelt, and of your own mind and your own inclinations. It's about developing this clear comprehension. So remember also the quote from Jung, that the mask of the unconscious is not static. Its appearance changes depending on the attitude that we bring towards it. So that if we approach the unconscious with fear and hostility, then of course it's going to respond accordingly, because somewhere in our own mind and in the mind of spirit, it wants us to assimilate this thing. And likewise, if we approach it with friendliness, that softens its features. So if we're just saying, oh, it's very, very dangerous, but you should be very scared of the unconscious mind, what do you think it's going to show you, right? So, if it does show you something difficult, again, don't worry. Great, that's insight. That's what we're here for. We're here to understand our mind. We're here to develop self-knowledge. If we don't engage with our unconscious mind, then guess what? It's going to engage with us. That's exactly what's going on in our modern world on a very large and dangerous scale.